channel timeless reading for you when you see it. This is a collective reading, so whoever finds this, it's for you. It'll find you at the right time. You'll find it at the right time. And I have channel messages that came through for you ahead of time, and my spirit guides, angels, and source will bring through any additional information that's for your highest good as I read through these for you. So the first message that came through for you, and it's about an expansion to your path in certain ways, but they show me a pig, and it's about money abundance on the rise for you, which is good, especially over the next year is what I'm hearing, or even two. You're going to continually get more money is what I'm getting. It's just what I'm hearing. There's also a message about new beginnings and upgrades coming to your path in addition to money abundance on a rise. So you're going to be getting a new beginning and or just an upgrade to your path where things are a bit smoother is something I'm getting, or there's something that really excites you coming on your trajectory. Something I'm hearing as well as I go through this. Instead of you feeling like you're held back or things are boring, it's something I'm getting. You're going to be propelled forward in big ways with new ideas, with upgrades to what you're already doing, or some type of expansion to your path that really excites you is what I'm getting as well. For some of you, the next thing that came through is new business. They just said some of you are starting a new business or will be getting new ideas to enhance your current business, and that could be the expansion to your path, the upgrade that they're talking about. For others of you, it could be a new job or a career move. Or it could just be something new and exciting coming into your life, like romance is something I'm hearing as well. For those of you who are single, or yeah, it's just something I'm hearing. If you're to borrow from someone else, they always say, looking for love, if you're looking for love. Next message here. Anything else on that before we move forward? Nope, they are showing me a condor. For whatever reason, condors show up in my intuitive visuals when it's about a long journey. It's almost like you're ending and beginning a long journey in some ways, or you're wrapping something up like some phase in your life and moving on to a new long journey. And it's very worth it to go on this new long journey, whether it's about abundance and career success or romance or love or anything else. The long journey is worth it. So I wouldn't be sitting around right now. If you have ideas or intuition on what to do, I'd be taking action and making it happen, or taking it one step at a time, however you want to approach it. I would be taking action though, instead of just sitting around regarding any type of long journey, and you'll see a lot more fruits this year than if you don't do anything is something I'm getting, whatever year you're watching this in. The next message here, they're showing me a bumblebee next. So what's up with this? And this is actually also about abundance here. And you know how like nectar needs to be like spread around between different flowers for the flowers to flourish, and for, in some ways, nature to flourish, if that makes sense. And what's the message for you guys here? It's almost like a lot of your metaphorical flowers have been pollinated regarding what's going on in your life. So it's about to like give birth is something they're showing me, like new ideas, new trajectories, bigger things. Things that have felt stale are going to be filled with excitement. So it's kind of like springtime, even if it's not spring, literally, where you're at is something I'm getting that's coming in really quickly. Even in the next week or two is something I'm hearing for you, where things begin to birth, or more excitement begins to birth. Like a lot of the things in your life have been pollinated and are ready to move forward. The next message they have here is about an orchestra and conductor. And they also gave me the word circus. So some of you are being led out of the circus, which in this, we'll get into what that means, but it's a good thing that this is happening, and are being led to conduct and orchestrate your life in a much more beautiful way. Some of you are getting an upgrade to the way your life is going. You are going to be having a much better time is something I'm getting, things smoothing over. So the circus could be like if you're clowning around, or things just feel like a circus. Like, in baseball, they'd use, it's like a circus out there. People are like throwing the ball around, and like they overthrow one of the players, and the ball's like all the way out in left field, and the runner's getting to like take all these free bases because it's like they're just playing like a circus out there, if that makes sense. Or it's like a circus out there. Like things keep messing up and going wrong and things like that. That's ending is something I'm getting. Maybe you're leaving the people behind that have been causing that, or just getting some more space for yourself, and that's energetically allowing you to move out of the circus is something I'm getting. Maybe surface is synchronistic for you as well. Maybe you're going deeper in yourself, or being more of the true you as well. But that's not the main message. But things are going to start feeling and being like a circus. You're going to stop clowning around is something I'm getting, and you'll be moving forward in beautiful ways. So, and again, being led to conduct and orchestrate your life in a much more beautiful way. That's like an upgrade. Some of you are getting an upgrade to the way your life is going. Like I just said, you are going to be having a much better time. And the next message also kind of talks about this as well. They're also showing me that, so there's like a couple different things we're moving to. They're showing me a car with square wheels and like how bumpy that would be if you tried to move forward with a car on square wheels. And it's like some of you are metaphorically getting like round wheels where you've had square wheels. So it's like life has been bumpy and it's not quite moving forward the way you would like it to. And things are like jittery and they fall apart because there's so much rockiness to the road when you have square wheels, no matter how smooth things are that you're driving on. But it's like your metaphorical car is getting round wheels finally. Even like monster truck wheels, so you're able to move forward much more easily. I don't know, monster truck wheels metaphorically for some, so you can handle the terrain, regular wheels for others, depending on what you need, where you're at. But it's going to be an improvement for all of you, and everything's going to be smoother is what I'm getting, instead of like a circus or a car with square wheels. Take that as it resonates. Next message, they showed me the Wheel of Fortune. So funny enough, we're still on this wheels thing, but they said the wheels of fortune are turning in your favor. And I find it interesting we just talked about car with the wheels, because when it channeled through, I'm like, don't you mean Wheel of Fortune? But I heard it as Wheels of Fortune, so maybe that is part of the car metaphor. I feel like it's separate though, actually, never mind. Maybe it's a fun synchronicity, I don't know. But the tide is turning in your favor. You have a favorable wind for your travels. Maybe some of you are actually literally traveling. But for others of you, it's a metaphor of just like you moving forward, or just like your life in general. So the wind is going to be pushing you forward. Life is turning in your favor is all that is saying. And the wheel turning in your favor is like, it's good luck, it's good fortune, it's things going your way. It's not having to fight uphill battles. It's not having to do 10 million things to do, just take one step forward when it seems like everyone else or other people are moving forward with ease or anything like that. So you're getting more ease with your journey is something I'm hearing as well. And again, to reiterate, there is a big upgrade to your path coming. And because they said it twice, I would like to see if there's any clarification they'd like me to bring through at this time in the reading, just to help you guys out, or just see what would be for that's good to come through for you regarding that, if anything more here. A lot of you have a new direction coming, and you might need to drop something you're doing in order to have that, but it's not really a loss of something I'm getting. It might be even a relief to set certain things down or aside to go on this trajectory. Some of you, it might feel like a loss, but it's going to be okay. But trust what you're guided to do intuitively, and trust your intuition in this time with what you're guided to say, things you're guided to do. You're going to be led through this is something I'm getting. But regardless, as an upgrade is coming, you can't miss it. It's destiny is something I'm getting. It's in the winds, it's in the stars, it's in the cards. Can't miss it. It's just one of those things you can't miss. Next message, they showed me a dragon, and they specifically said it's a reminder you're divinely protected. A lot of the things falling away from you would be harmful to you. You are gaining through your losses. They are not really losses. We kind of just spoke to this, but it's different. This is a bit more specific. So if there's something falling away from you or your path, it's actually something that would otherwise be harmful. And they're showing me a weird message, like in a visual, like maybe someone who, just as an example, was on this journey and they found this snake and they're like, oh, aren't you just a cute little snake? You're coming with me. You're my new companion. And they have it on a leash, but it's like a rattlesnake or something venomous that's like highly dangerous to have with you at all times as a companion. And it's like you're losing that, and you're like, oh, what gives? That was my friend or something. I don't know why they're using the weird like what do the kids call it? The ooh-woo voice, the where friend, like they replace the R's with W's and stuff. I don't know. But they're having, that's what they're showing me in this example. That's what they're having me say. And but it's like you're actually losing something that's harmful to you. Like if you knew what was going on, you'd be relieved. So don't worry about what you're like losing right now. It's actually a gain, and the universe is putting space between you and the things that are harmful to you. Something I'm getting, whether it's people, a job, anything. Next message, they gave me the word electric. They said, you are being electrified with passion, etheric upgrades, and new directions. All of them. The universe has a big plan for you, and it's upgrading you to be able to knock it out of the park, to absolutely, for the highest good, smash it in the best way so you are victorious. Not smash it like destroy it, but you get me. You have a new path you have a new path that is beginning, is pretty much the message. You have a new path beginning. So things are a bit electrified right now. I feel like the universe is refilling you with passion. The universe is also filling your cup with things you're passionate about and refilling you and refueling you right now. So if you need time to rest, take it. That's not going to be all of you, though. That's going to be those of you who feel run ragged or like you need a breather or you're doing too much. I feel like you actually are. If you feel like that, you actually are. So maybe take a day, take a breather, take a rest, do what you can. Take more time in the week to rest. Make it work with your schedule. Find a solution that works for you. Excuse the pause there. But your cup's being refilled, but you're also being electrified. Things are being electrified, so you move forward more quickly. I just also just see a lot of passion coming in, like whether it's a person or a thing or something you're doing. I'm going to tell a story, so tell me to tell you the story. Once upon a time, I was on this trip this was years ago. I was on this trip with something I was interested in. We were more just friends, and the universe was really saying, hey, don't date this person, like over and over and over again in a lot of ways, if I were really paying attention. And I remember feeling called to just kind of like ask for passion or manifest passion, like on a day during that trip, you could say. And I wouldn't say I was trying to like force anything to happen in particular or anything like that. But what ended up manifesting was some of the other people that we encountered along the trip were into music. And what manifested when I was asking for passion was we just, a lot of music started happening. Like we were playing music, we were jamming, and it was just something that I guess I'd forgotten I was passionate about. And I had all this passion, like playing the music. I was really into it. So passion doesn't always have to be a person or a romance thing. It can very much be just a hobby or something you really enjoy, or even something you're meant to do that you've been putting off is something I'm getting. But one way, shape, or form, you're having a lot of passion coming in. And isn't it funny how the universe does that sometimes, where we have one particular thing we're manifesting or hoping for, and we ask for this thing that we think will get us there, and it does show up just in a different way than we expect, but it's actually for the highest good. It's like we're being protected from what's not for us, or something that could potentially be devastating if it worked out the way we'd hoped in the moment. And also, you can gain some awareness and realize what you're passionate about, or realize something else because of what manifests when that happens. And you get better at manifesting and asking for what you truly desire when some things like that happen as well, because you gain some awareness about how it works. And not necessarily thinking it's the way people say it should work, like on YouTube, like the law of attraction gurus or anything like that. Gain experience is what I would say that like is a great way to help yourself, instead of just lapping up whatever you find, on the internet. And have some discernment as well, and ask the universe for clarity and to show you the truth and to show you what's really going on, because it might surprise you what actually is the way things work as you get experience with it, and as you gain more awareness and your gifts and abilities and skills grow, instead of you being stuck with what everyone is saying. And a part of me right now is like, oh man, I hope that one person that story has to do with doesn't watch this reading. And I'm not sure that they won't. So we'll see what happens there. The next message, and you know what? Whatever. If it helps you guys out, whatever. I'm seeing someone else now anyways. Next message here, they gave me the message that the light is coming your way. There's going to be a very clear direction for you. And it's really interesting because they showed these different visuals of like lightning bugs like lighting up and like forming a path for you to walk, like in a mystical forest or field. And they also showed, it was kind of funny, like lightning bugs like on a tarmac with like a, airports, how they have the people with like the light up cones directing airplanes. There's like a lightning bug like directing on like an airport or on the runway, just kind of like lighting the way for the plane, or for you metaphorically, of course. But the main message is you have a very clear direction for you, where perhaps maybe confusion was reigning or just in the way of you seeing clearly. You're going to be seeing and moving forward very clearly is something I'm getting, which is really what this reading is about. Well, one of the things this reading is about in certain ways is just like a clear direction, a clear path, things clearing up for you is something I'm getting. So they're telling me to close the reading, and sometimes I have a few more messages as I do so, sometimes not. But I hope that was helpful. Did whatever was for your highest good, it resonated, finds you well, and may the highest and best transpire. May what's for the highest good occur regarding this reading. I'll see you on another post.